You're sitting in a dimly lit room. Or maybe you're pulled over on the side of a highway. The officer looks you in the eye with a sympathetic smile and says, "Look, I'm on your side. Just tell me what happened so we can clear this up and get you home." In that moment, you feel a sense of relief. You think, finally, someone who wants to help. But that feeling is your biggest enemy. Every day, people hand over their freedom because they believe a fundamental myth: that the police have to tell you the truth. They don't. In fact, the law explicitly gives them a license to lie. From the Supreme Court down, it has been ruled that strategic deception is a valid tool for law enforcement. I've spent years defending clients who fell for these exact traps. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 legal lies officers are allowed to tell you, the psychology they use to break you, and the specific phrases you must use to protect your life. If you don't know these 5 lies, you aren't just talking. You're testifying against yourself without even knowing it. Lie number 1. Your friend already confessed. You and a friend are brought in for questioning. The detective walks in and says, "Listen, your buddy in the other room, he just spilled everything. He's pinning the whole thing on you. If you want any chance at a deal, you need to give me your side right now." This is the oldest trick in the book. It's designed to trigger panic and a me-first survival instinct. Most people start talking to correct the record, but all they do is place themselves at the scene of the crime. They can lie about what your friend said to get you to talk. The move. Don't try to outbluff them. Do not ask what he said. Do not deny his claims. Use your first line of defense. "I am not discussing my friend or this case without my attorney present." Lie number 2. "We have your DNA or video evidence." An officer tells you, "We found your prints on the weapon," or "We have a high-def video of your car at the scene." This is meant to make you feel like the game is over. If you think they already have the evidence, you're more likely to confess to seek leniency. Often they have nothing. They are fishing. If you say, "I only touched that bag because I was helping him move," you just admitted to possession. You just turned a bluff into a conviction. The move's silence. It doesn't matter what they claim to have. If they had enough evidence to convict you, they wouldn't be begging you for a statement. Simply state, "I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent." Lie number 3. "If you talk, I'll tell the prosecutor to go easy on you." This is the good cop trap. The officer says, "I can't make promises, but if you cooperate, I'll make sure the DA knows you were helpful. It'll go a lot better for you." This is a hollow promise. Police officers have zero authority to negotiate plea deals. That power belongs solely to the district attorney. An officer's good word carries almost no legal weight in a sentencing hearing. You think you're negotiating. You're not. You're providing the rope they'll use to hang you in court. The move. Understand the hierarchy. The officer is an investigator, not a negotiator. Simply say, "I will only discuss potential cooperation through my legal counsel, Kios." Lie number 4. "I have a warrant coming anyway." You're pulled over. The officer asks to search your trunk. You say no. He sighs and says, "Look, I've already called it in. The judge is signing the warrant as we speak. If we do it the hard way, I'll have to impound your car. If you just open it now, I'll let the small stuff slide." If he had the probable cause necessary for a warrant, he wouldn't be asking for your consent. He is trying to bypass your rights. If you consent, you waive your right to challenge the search later. If he actually gets a warrant, his search is limited. If you give consent, he can look everywhere. The move. Force them to do the paperwork. Say, "I do not consent to any searches. If you have a warrant, please provide it. Otherwise, am I free to leave?" Lie number 5. This isn't an interrogation. We're just talking. The officer says, "You're not under arrest. You're free to go at any time. We're just clearing up some paperwork. If you aren't in custody, they don't have to read you your rights, but every word you say is still being recorded. They are waiting for you to say one inconsistent thing that they can later use to ruin your credibility. There is no such thing as a casual chat with an officer who is investigating a crime." Conclusion, the 4 phrases to remember. The summary move. 1. No. Officer. To the, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" Trap. 2. I do not consent to searches. 3. Am I free to leave? 4. I am invoking my Fifth Amendment right and I want my lawyer. Stay informed, safe, and live the best life.